Have you ever gotten a roof drawing and wondered to yourself, where do you even start from? Probably it's very complex. Or have you ever gotten tried your manual quantity takeoff for your roof bill preparation, and halfway through you got tired, started frustrating you, or probably started doubting your numbers? Today, let's fix all of that. I welcome you back to this channel, and in this episode, we are fixing all of the above issues, where we'll be looking at how to make use of the ADLM PlanSwift plugin for quantity takeoff for your roof drawing from 2D roof drawing, that's your PDF roof drawing. We'll be looking at how to make use of the ADLM PlanSwift plugin from quantity takeoff to bill preparation. This video is the fourth part of our series on full bill preparation and my complete workflow as a quantity surveyor. No messy calculation, no extra waste calculation, all of that. If you're a quantity surveyor, estimator, even a student, quantity surveyor student, this video is actually for you to help you with your quantity takeoff and BOQ preparation. In this video, you will learn how to do your quantity takeoff, prepare your bill of quantities, and price your bill of quantities for roof. It's straightforward. Don't forget to watch this video to the end, like this video, and subscribe to ADLM channel, as more updates will also be coming up on this channel. So let's get into the video. Welcome back everyone to ADLM channel. We'll pick things up from our last video where we discussed we're still on our series on quantity takeoff and bill preparation for a simple building. So let's open up the project back. So I'll come back to open. If you are probably new to what we're doing, probably check the first episode of this series where we started from the beginning, scaling your drawing and all. So we'll pick things up from there. Let's go back to open. So you click on open here to open your project. So let me open the project we are working on. Okay. So the project is back open. If you don't remember how we got all of this takeoff, please you come back to the previous videos on bill preparation. We cover from substructure. It's a raft foundation building. So cover from substructure down to superstructure. Then we stopped at walls and openings in the last episode. So we measured for our walls. In this episode, we'll be looking at roof measurement. It's going to be a very short one, and happy holidays, everyone. So we'll pick things up by doing our roof measurement in here. Okay. But we measured for our roof wall. Let me see. We measured for our roof wall. We measured for the roof slab also. You check this out. So we've measured for our roof slab also and the roof beam in the structural drawing. So it's just the roof covering that we are measuring in this episode. Okay. So standard spacing, show details shows standard spacing of 900 purlin, 150 mm rafters. So it's just the standard the size of the rafters, the standard spacing and all of that. So that is okay. Now the first things first, we get the slope of this roof. So you come back to your section. On your section, this is the roof here. So come back to tools, then pitch, then take the slope of this roof. Okay, that's one. That's 355.4. Now this is the actual slope here. That's 4.5 degree, because the complete quadrant of a circle is 360 degrees. Do you get? So what happens is the pitch of the slope follows the slope direction. So in this direction that we have now, we are on the 360 degree side of the quadrant. So you subtract whatever you have here from 360. Do you get? That's 4.5. Now situations where you might have let me just bring up other scenarios. You can have it going in this direction. Let me bring up a 1 degree also in this direction on one pitch. Do you get? So it's on the top quadrant, that's 4.7. Do you get? So it's on the 90 degrees quadrant, it gives you the 4.7. So it gives you that down to 90 degree. Then from 90 degree down, so from the 90 degree quadrant down, so if I pick this here and go like this way for like 1 degree, this here, you see, so it has given us the other side. We have to go through the other side also, that is from here down to 1 degree and 1.0 at that pitch. This is on the 180 quadrant, so subtract this from 180, that's 5. Then we have to come down to the other side also. So that's why you're always getting those. So large values, just look for the nearest quadrant value. So our quadrant value is 0, 90, 180, 270 and 360. So that's our nearest quadrant value. So you see this one now is above 270 and 180, but it's not yet at 270 range. So that's 185. That's 5 degree also, because they're subtracting 180 from this point here. That's 5 degree also. So that's the quadrant value. So you have to take note of that. So this road, the slope is 1, the pitch is 1. That is 1. That's 5 degree slope. Okay, so now that we already know our slope of our roof as 5 degree, very simple. Right from this point, you come back to your roof covering. Now come back to the ADLM template, which is literally not there. So I quickly have to sign in. I've explained this in the previous series. So let me sign in back. So I have to sign in with the ADLM app, which is inside PlanSwift. That's the ADLM plugin. Okay, so it's an add-on that was created for PlanSwift that allows you to do your takeoff easily with PlanSwift, and that's what I've been using throughout this series of this video. So let it pop up now. Okay, good. So it has popped up. Now what I'll do is sign out, then I'll sign in. Now what signing details am I going to use? I'm using my signing details from the ADLM website. So you can always use the ADLM website to get the plugin. So I'll just come to login. This is the ADLM website in here. So inside the ADLM website in here, I'll just put my account. You see, this is the user details. JC$836. Then click sign in. So once I've signed in with my details, you can always watch this video on the website guide. So this is a website guide that puts you through how to make use of the website, navigate the website and all. So you can watch the full video on YouTube also, or just click out to close. So I'll go to my dashboard here. So I'll check out my subscription. I have my plan subscription active. So this is active. So I'll just sign in with the website details. Another beauty of this website is you can change your username. So this is $836. If I change it to just $, let me just change this to $300. I change it to $300 and click save. My sign in becomes that with this $300. So I'll come back to PlanSwift here, the plugin app here. Come to username. I'll just type in if I see, let me just try the first version of $836. I'll put my password. Then click sign in. It is tell me invalid credentials now because I changed my username. So I change this to the new username I have there. Then sign in. See, signs in successfully, tells you welcome. And you see, so it tells you welcome, signed in successful. Now you see your previous takeoff that you've done. Also, you can see all of them here. Then I'll now close and restart PlanSwift at this point. After I've closed, I'll now restart PlanSwift and I'll see the templates in there. Okay, now I see PlanSwift is back on and we have the templates back on. Since we've signed in, verifies we've signed in, and it has all of this loaded in for you. So we are back to roof. So from roof here, we can now go to finishes later on. So we'll go back to our roof plan. We already know our slope of our roof as 1-5 degree. So you see in here we have steel trusses. Also, if you want to measure for your steel trusses, they are all in here. There are roof members. Also, if you don't want to use the automatically generated, then the last one is roof covering. So this one I prefer using here. Roof covering is what we'll be making use of in this video. Roof covering, then turn this on. So your pitch is in degree. Your pitch is in degree. Take note of this value. So that's 5 degrees. Then the folder is roof. Please don't forget to put this folder. It's very important. The folder name roof. Then click OK. So this is box mode. So I'll change my record mode in down here. Record mode is here. I'll change this to point to point. And I change that to point. Then I can easily pick my roof boundaries. Okay. I'll just pick from this point. So I'm sloping this side. So I'll pick from this point. Okay. Now probably if I make a mistake, probably something like this happened and I felt like, oh, what have I done? What you can do is before you stop your takeoff, just backspace. Just click backspace on your keyboard. So when you click backspace, it deletes all of that for you immediately. So that makes your workflow easier and faster. Okay. So okay. So with this now, you've gotten your roof covering area. Once you've gotten your roof covering area, another thing I would like to measure is my wall plates. So I'll come to this wall plate here.
And from these details here, we're given our wall plate is 50 by 100 wall plates, and tie beams 50 by 100 is our wall plate. So I'll come down to wall plate here, turn this on. Then here wood length is 50 mm and 50 millimeter, that's 0.05 by 100.1. okay, so I'll just go around the base of the roof. Okay, so this is cool. Now once I'm done with that, then my nudging, my roof nudgings also. So for my roof nudging, I would come to the floor plans, come to the ground floor plan. I can hide all of this, okay, because there will be ceiling nudgings in here also, unless I'm using a plastered ceiling or plastered ceiling finish, which I don't think so. So I'm using my ceiling finishes, so I have to go back use nudging. Okay, but we'll come back to nudging in the series on finishes, which is the next series after this episode here, so just stay tuned. Okay, now once I've done this here, I'll open up the plugin app one more time. Then I'll open up the build we are using for this series. Let me open up the build. Okay, so we are still on this build. Remember, this series is my complete workflow on how I prepare build queues. So now I'm done with my the picks I had to do from PlanSwift. See, we've done all of this to this point. You can refer back to all of our last series on how we got to this point here. Okay, so we've covered all of this in here. Doors, your windows, substructure, started from substructure. So you see our excavation down to, so we have everything done here from substructure. Done with substructure. This is floor by floor, so I have our ground floor. Okay, so this is ceiling finish, then staircase, then railings, that's for ground to floors. Then first level to roof level, that's the second floor, which we have our takeoff there. Then we have our windows and doors in first floor. Then we are on our roof now. We've done our roof, structural part of our roof, the roof walls, parapet. So we are now on the roof members. So I'll come to roof. Make sure my folder, always make sure your folder name is roof. Okay, so inside roof here, I have my roof covering. This is what I'm working with now, roof covering. So for now, my wall plate is 40. Wall plate is 40. Then tie beam and others. So we just click on roof covering. Now with our AI trained roof measurer, it makes everything easier for you. So once I select roof cover, it gives you this pop-up box that tells you to input your slope of your roof in degrees. So 5-degree roof, okay. So it gives you the roof members for a 5-degree roof for this covering. So for a 5-degree roof, we have the tie beam. So tie beam here is 65. Your struts down here is 74. Your rafter is 71. Then your king post is 4. Then your purlin is 87. Okay, so with this we are done. Then your roof area, that is your roof area here, that's 75. Then your felt, now you have to apply felt to the slab area. Okay, the roof slab area, I need to apply felt. So I just adjust this. So I need to use the area of my formwork to surface of slab here, that's 32. So I have to apply felt to waterproof that part of my roof. So come back to nudgings in the next video on finishes. Okay, so with this now we are done with our roof build. We have our cost of our roof here. The total cost is this. Okay, so basically for this building, let me just delete all these refs. We basically covered from substructure down to roof, and this is our total cost in here so far. Now next series we'll be looking at floor finish and ceiling finish, which we'll use to wrap up this series on complete POQ preparation for a simple one-story building. With this series, I'm sure by now you should not have any fear. For prices, you can always use the rates gen to get your prices, which we discussed in our last series, just to come back to by the final series where we are wrapping up our bill and getting ready to send to our clients. Don't forget to enjoy your holidays, and I'll catch you in the next one.